There comes a moment in every person's life where the weight of the world seems unbearable. When you look around and see nothing but darkness. When every effort feels like it's in vain, and you find yourself on the brink of giving up. Maybe you've lost someone dear, or maybe a dream you cherished slipped away. It feels like all hope is lost, like you're stranded in the middle of a vast, empty ocean with no land in sight. But here's what I want to tell you, right here and right now. Even in that deep, dark place, there is a light within you that can never be extinguished. You might not see it, you might not feel it, but it's there. Today we are going to find it together. We are going to journey back from despair into the fullness of hope, even if it means just taking one step at a time. Let's start by acknowledging where you are. It's okay to admit that things are hard. It's okay to feel broken. Sometimes the world tells us to always put on a brave face, to act like everything is fine. But pretending doesn't heal us. Pretending doesn't move us forward. I want you to take a moment to really acknowledge your pain. Don't run from it. Instead, sit with it. Hold it. Recognize that it's a part of your story, but it's not the end of your story. Sometimes, to heal, we must first confront what hurts. We have to be brave enough to look in the mirror and say, yes, I'm hurting. Yes, I feel lost. When you do this, when you face your pain head-on, something incredible starts to happen. You start to feel less alone. You realize that the pain you carry is valid, and you're no longer carrying the additional burden of hiding it. Acknowledging pain is the first powerful step toward healing. Right now, I want you to take a deep breath and tell yourself, it's okay to feel pain. The reason it hurts so much is because it mattered to you. Whether it was a relationship, a job, a dream, or simply the vision of a future that's no longer possible, it mattered. And it's all right to mourn it. In fact, it's essential. We're often conditioned to view pain as something to avoid at all costs. But what if we saw pain differently? What if pain wasn't the enemy, but instead a teacher? Pain strips away our illusions and forces us to see things as they truly are. It's honest. It's raw. It asks us to reflect and grow. It may sound strange, but in moments of deep suffering, there is a hidden opportunity. It's an opportunity to learn about yourself, to understand who you are when everything else is stripped away. You are forced to face your core, and that's where transformation happens. Reflect on this. What is this pain trying to teach you? Is it trying to show you that you need to take better care of yourself? Is it revealing the importance of letting go of something that no longer serves you? Pain can lead us to parts of ourselves that need nurturing, compassion, and love. And as difficult as it may be, there is power in leaning into that discomfort. Pain will always tell you something if you are willing to listen. When everything seems lost, hope doesn't often come in grand gestures. It doesn't come from big wins. It starts with the smallest glimmer, a spark that you must nurture. Think about a time when you felt joy, no matter how small. Maybe it was seeing the sunrise. Maybe it was a cup of coffee with a friend, or even the sound of rain gently tapping on the window. These small moments are powerful. They remind us that beauty still exists, that life is still happening, even if we feel stuck. Gratitude for these small things might seem insignificant compared to the pain you're feeling, but it's an essential antidote. Start each day by finding one small thing to be grateful for. Write it down. Whisper it to yourself. Let it be the first thought you embrace in the morning, and the last before you sleep. Gratitude, when nurtured, begins to shift your perspective. It doesn't make your problems disappear, but it helps you see beyond them. Gratitude is like a seed. Plant it and it will grow. Slowly, the darkness will start to recede. The clouds may still be there, but the sun will start to peek through. Let me tell you something about resilience. Resilience isn't about being tough or immune to pain. It's about bending without breaking. It's about falling down and finding a way to stand again. Think of a tree standing tall in the face of a storm. It bends with the wind, its branches sway, and some leaves may fall, but it does not break. And when the storm passes, it's still standing. The storms you faced may have bent you, they may have shaken you, but you are still here. Look at your past. Look at all the times you faced adversity before. This isn't the first time you felt lost. It isn't the first time you faced a setback. Remember those moments when you thought you couldn't make it, but somehow you did. You've survived 100% of your worst days, and that's proof that you can survive this one too. The scars you carry are not symbols of failure. They are badges of survival. They are proof that you have faced storms before and made it through to the other side. You are stronger than you think, and that strength is still there, even if it feels distant. And here's the secret. Resilience isn't something you have or you don't have. It's a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Every day we have a choice. And when you've lost all hope, that choice becomes more crucial than ever. The choice is this. Do you surrender to the darkness, or do you take one small step forward? The thing about darkness is that it lies to us. It tells us we're stuck forever, that no matter what we do, we won't make it out. But that's not true. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a defiance of that darkness. Maybe today taking a step forward means getting out of bed. Maybe it means taking a shower, eating a good meal, or opening the curtains to let the sunlight in. Maybe it means picking up the phone and calling someone, even if you don't know what to say. Or perhaps it's simply sitting down with yourself and saying, I am still here, and that's enough for today. Progress doesn't always look like triumph. Sometimes it's messy. Sometimes it's slow. Sometimes it's taking one step forward and then 2 steps back, and that's okay. Every little action counts. One small step today becomes another tomorrow, and soon you'll look back and realize that even though it didn't seem possible, you've moved a long way from where you started. When you feel hopeless, your mind tends to focus on everything that's gone wrong. It's natural to fixate on the negatives when life has knocked you down. But what if for a moment you chose to see things differently? What if this dark moment, as terrible as it feels, is an opportunity for growth? What if it's a chance to discover new strengths, to build a new life that you never imagined? I want you to think of the caterpillar in its cocoon. It probably feels like the end, dark, confined, impossible to escape, but it's not the end, it's transformation. The caterpillar must endure that time in the dark to emerge as a butterfly, to rise above and see the world in a new way. The truth is, life is full of seasons. No season lasts forever, not even the winter of despair. When you reframe your perspective, you realize that maybe, just maybe, this moment isn't your ending. It's a chance to start over, to become something more. We spend so much time either regretting the past or fearing the future that we forget about the present moment. And the present moment is where life is happening. Right now, wherever you are, no matter what you are facing, you have this moment, and that is a gift. Take a deep breath and center yourself here and now. Feel the air fill your lungs and exhale slowly. The present is the only place where you can enact change, take action, and make choices. The past is already gone, and the future is yet to come. By focusing on the here and now, you empower yourself to take control of what you can. Ask yourself, what can I do right now that will help me? Not tomorrow, not next week, but in this moment. Even if the answer is just, I can take one more breath, that is enough. When you lose hope, it's easy to feel isolated, to believe that no one understands or that no one cares. But the truth is, you are not alone. There are countless others who have walked a similar path, who know what it feels like to lose everything and still find a reason to keep going. Reach out, find community, even if it's just one person. Sometimes the simplest act of connecting with someone else can rekindle a sense of hope. Let others into your world. Let them see your pain, and let them remind you of your worth. Vulnerability doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. The people around you may not know exactly what you're going through, but they can stand with you, listen to you, and remind you that you matter. Hope often lies in the embrace of a friend, the kind word of a stranger, or even the shared silence of someone who understands. Hope often feels lost because we stop dreaming. The vision we had for our future has crumbled, and we're afraid to dream again because we don't want to face disappointment. But daring to dream again is a powerful act of defiance. It's saying, I refuse to let this be the end of my story. It's a bold proclamation that you still have something to give, something to create, something to live for. You may feel lost, you may feel broken, but deep down there is a part of you that refuses to give up. You have endured pain before, and you have risen before, and you can do it again. You are not alone. You are capable of overcoming. And no matter how dark it may seem right now, there is always hope. You are here for a reason. Your story is not over. Get up, take one small step, dream again, and let the light of hope guide you through.